Big gold chain, never been too flashy. Pick a ring up, I'm feeling real fancy. Santa on dawn, I'm classy, yeah. Still fucking mama in the backseat, yeah. Damn little mama, you a bad one, huh? Hit it from the back with a camera, yeah. Little baby got ass, can I have some? Talk to me, bitch, I'm handsome, hey. Fuck that bitch, put her back up. Get in my cheddar, got money on the lad now. So on gas pass, no back up.
And yo, we are back. This is the Blueprint Podcast. This is your boy John, and to my right I got my other boy Stewie Ooey.
And
we're
this missing Jimmy today.
Yeah, and in the middle, he's missing today. Jimbo.
Do we talk about that, or do we just slide past that?
No, I'll just slide past it.
Slide past it.
We'll slide past it because you know what, yeah, he just couldn't make it. Things happen, stuff happen. Yeah. But
yeah.
I will. Before I introduce our guest,
special guest,
I just want to say this is our 1 year anniversary episode, and I just want to say thank y'all.
Is this one?
Yeah, this is it. This is the day. This is the day. Yeah. See. Yeah.
Yeah. We passed that like 2 episodes.
No, hell no, because I looked up at the date when me and Jimmy released the first episode, and it was on April 1st.
Yeah, before I was a host.
Yeah. It's pretty
episode.
It's pretty gnarly,
April
and
Fools.
it's a bummer that Jimmy isn't here, but he sends his love to everybody watching.
Yeah, he says put the Wu-Tang on it.
Yeah, put the Wu-Tang on it.
The blonde with the Wu-Tang on it.
Yeah, and he's got his dance to it too. But yeah,
He's doing his dance at home.
But yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for supporting, watching, giving us high praises. We appreciate y'all, and I hope this special episode does the 1 year anniversary justice. And going into that, again, I was about to forget to say it, but all facts on caps on wax. All right, feeling it. Already fired up.
I was like thinking, was that right?
No, it was. I said it right. All facts, no caps on wax. Did I say all facts, all caps on wax?
Yeah, you said
Damn it.
I was like,
all facts, no caps on wax. All right, cool. Extra snaps on
there
that
we
one.
go.
Yeah, thank you.
I was like, huh?
No, sorry. Nasal problems, just gets you in the head.
We started a little late. I was a little late.
Yeah.
So no, mentally there.
No, yeah, it's all good. We're all just prepping. We're just having a good conversation with our guest, and he's back. This man has been on the podcast, and the reason why he's here is because he's about to release a project that
the headliner of 4U Productions or label, or what's the
label
part
production.
of that?
What do you want to call it? 4U Production. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
4U Productions.
Talk
Our
about
man
it.
Bozzy.
Yeah, the homie
How
Bozzy
you
is
been,
back.
dude?
Yeah.
How you been? Man?
I'm good, bro. How you guys been?
Oh, we good, dude.
Crazy.
Thank you for having me
good.
back. I feel honored to be the 1 year anniversary guest.
Dude.
Just for
course.
reference.
No, I mean,
You never stop working, dude.
yeah. I mean, no, definitely don't stop working. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I definitely appreciate you coming on a second time. I mean, we're probably gonna have a couple guests come a second time, but this specifically was a special occasion. I feel like we needed to, and I feel for an anniversary episode, this would be good to have this man right here with a project that I think we've all been talking about. We've been telling this man to get a project out like this, and I feel this is the perfect time to talk about it. So I'm just gonna, give Boz the floor, and he can talk about his project, give us the name,
What it's about,
What's it about?
blood, sweat, and tears, everything
you been
that went
doing it?
into
all that.
it.
Yep.
Okay, so
This is a long one, huh?
yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah. I don't know if it's an album EP. It's more like an EP. I think it's safe to say. I don't think it's long enough to be an album.
But it's sexy like an album.
Yeah,
so,
but it's hitting like an album. That's for
yeah,
sure.
it's definitely got that.
Yeah, and then just so y'all know, for the special episode, of course, we're gonna go through every song, gonna talk about it. After, of course, he explains to us the whole premise of the project anyway.
Yeah.
But we're going to go through the project, just talk about it, his insights, my opinions after listening, Stu's opinions after listening.
Break down a
Yeah,
couple.
a little
I didn't
breakdown.
listen to the whole thing.
But,
Stu hasn't heard the whole thing.
but it's okay. We'll work on it from there.
He knows enough.
Yeah, he knows enough.
He knows way more than others.
Yeah.
Emotional warfare. That's the title of the project. I've been working on it in theory for like over 2 years.
Okay,
Whether
that was a year, yeah.
whether it was just like playing guitar chords that ended up on it, or like writing the songs and all that. Like it's all been like a process of like honestly years. Cause Can't Stay was the first song that I made off of it. And it only seemed right to put that one first. I won't jump into anything like crazy, but that was like the initial song that I made. That was like that kind of that Sonics. So I wanted to sit on that for a while, and as I kind of like did that, I ended up accumulating these songs that all kind of sounded
similar in pocket next to each other, and it started creating its own little ecosystem of sound. So.
Did you go in with the intention like I'm gonna make a project, or was it like this deserves to be on a project?
Yeah.
Or did you leave it like I do? You leave it alone, and then you have a stack of songs, and you're like, this should be a project.
a little bit of the both last two things you said, where it's like I had no intentions of making a project. I mean, you guys seen how I've never have dropped a solo project as an artist. It's just all been single based music. But it was eventually just like I had all these songs in the stash that I was like, oh, these kind of, they compete with each other, and I like them, and they all, and I was like, these deserve to be on a project. But because it was also a thing where it was like some of these songs I really liked, but I couldn't just see myself pushing them as a solo single, I found I found some of them might have been difficult to give them their own highlights. So.
Right, because it just seems like empty without like correlating sounds, like, you know what I mean, like if you would just drop like the last one you did with Sequoia right by itself, like it could work, but it's like you want that song to also embody like a whole sea of emotions that you felt through a certain time. That's why I never like doing singles, because like, I feel like it's missing the other sounds, that because I'm never doing one song at one time. It's always like a sea of songs.
That's such a good way to put it. I didn't even think of it like
that.
So
I like that as like time capsules for that part of my life.
You articulated that better than I ever could have. Yes, that's the best way to
and
put
that's
it.
why Stu's here.
Yeah, no, for real, and that's why I will get into that song honestly, because there's a cool story behind that one. That one has probably the most history.
Song. I feel like you really on this project you were really trying to like push your range and like what your sound is.
Yes.
And, more than Daytona 500. I love that song, but
it was strictly like they're all guitar based. Like every song is a guitar, whether it's me playing it or a sample. So it's with like trap drums or more hip hop based drums. So it has like the aesthetic to it too, where it's like if you're looking for a rap album, this probably isn't gonna be like fill that void. To be honest,
it definitely is not.
like I'm gonna keep it 100. It's not like I ain't rapping my ass off like That Hurts or is like something else like Lately or some random song like that. It's this is very like alternative hip hop kind of punky. It has its own little pop little flair to it in instances.
What was that guy? Jack Keys.
Jack K's.
Jack K's.
Jack K's.
There's a lot of Jack K's all over this.
That's great. I'll 100% own that. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that's one of my biggest.
Reference that artist.
Yeah, go
that artist.
Go look at Jack K's if you haven't.
Yeah,
and then hop into Bozzy's project when he releases it, which we'll get to that.
Whew.
Which is funny because I actually saw Jack K's on like the music video channel that I was trying to show you, John, and he was on there. And way before you told me about it.
Right. Yeah.
And I was because that YouTube channel is like
yep. They have really dope videos.
With this guy?
No, not that specific one, but the channel where like because I try to show them channels like to get reference from.
Yeah, they have really cool edits. They're like our own little mini lyrical lemonade. Yep.
That's kind of where
that's
like,
where we want to be for here. But that's where I saw them after I showed you. I saw that name, and then I went back and I was like, oh wow,
that's funny. Yeah, that's dope. That honestly, because that music was so influential. Like, and I didn't discover him until like when we like last year, maybe in like the summer, like when we shot Tightrope, like that morning, like Up We Go. When we're doing that, that's when I had just been put onto him.
Oh wow.
And I already had half of the project done, so like essentially he was just like finding that music kind of helped me like dial in and be able to articulate certain things and take away from that and be like, oh, like that's how he does it. Like let me try my hand at it.
Yeah, there's definitely like, especially again back to the song with Sequoia, that definitely has like Jack K's all over it.
Yeah,
and just because his sound is like strip back the instruments.
Yeah.
And just be emotionally singing. Like, let's go back to just guitar and singing.
And those are his best songs, because he has other songs where he steps out of range and kind of does like the trappy stuff and raps and like auto-tune and stuff. But and they're good.
That's
they're
not
cool.
where he shines like that.
Yeah, but those type of ones where it's just him and his guitar, that shit wins every fucking time.
Right. So. Even seeing like the video you posted of him live when you went to go see him.
He's better live than he is on some of his recordings, bro.
Because the whole just guitar and singing is like perfect for live. So like when you're in person and like the room was quiet, I was like, this is
love it. Yeah, honestly, some people get weird about comparisons with like that shit, but me, I love
Same
that
with the
shit.
Weeknd stuff. I'm like,
exactly.
Weeknd's great. I don't. Thank you.
Yeah, for real.
I'm glad I could be put in the same vein.
100%.
So like, I've been seeing a lot of that on your project. Well, the couple screaming ones are the one I'm on, one Sequoia's on.
I know, and I was gonna say like those are the two that are. It's funny, and those are like the main two that I feel like are like that.
Yeah, but it's cool.
So it's about that time.
I know he's irking, dude.
No,
He's been irking since I got here.
Yeah, I have.
Let's do it.
Like, damn. So
Let's just dive in.
Yeah, screw it. Let's just dive in. We're gonna get to other conversations, but fuck it. Let's dive in. All right, dude. So emotional warfare. Before I even get to any of the songs, let's just start with the cover.
Yes.
Right? Let's start with that first.
I love it.
Explain that to me. What it means to you, what you got out of that, and you could even give a shout out to the person who made it because he ain't even here.
I know, I'm whacked. Little mama hit the blunt. He ain't even here. Jimmy Teflon did the cover art. It took us a really long time to dial in.
yeah, give that boy his praise.
Yeah.
Usually those covers take a long time.
Yeah, and I honestly was shopping around other people. I had paid for other people to give me a couple different versions too, and I was sitting on a bunch of different like variations of it and what I wanted it done. And eventually, I was just like. No, none of these they're not it. Like, I know when I like something immediately.
You didn't want me to cartoon it up?
Yeah, if I have to second guess it. But it's all like a color. It's all the colors because if you see all my cover arts, they're all single base colors for each cover or single that I do because I'm just like, what song?
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, right, boom. What is this song? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What color would you call this song? So that's how essentially I would treat each song for the cover arts. With this, I was like, it's a collection of songs. How the fuck, I wanted, and there's variations and there's highs and lows and throughout the whole project that I wanted to articulate something that bodied, all of that with colors, with being simple. So it was essentially just that. He sent me a bunch of variations, but yeah, we locked that one in. I couldn't have been more pleased with it, dude.
So that's by our very own Jimmy
Teflon, man.
Don, Designs by Holiday.
Designed by Holiday, yeah.
go to that, man, if you need something spiritual.
Seriously. He's so funny because it's not his style, but it was really cool to watch him step out of frame because he doesn't like it.
Same with I think when he did Sinclair's cover art, he's like, I hate this.
Yep.
He tried to force her to have another one.
Right.
Now, and I was like,
I mean, I think he probably tried to was about to force you to get done, but like, nah, I don't want
for sure.
this.
He sent me all these crazy things where he was just like, I was like, take that out. He's like, I can't get anything. And he was trying to squeeze things in there that he's like, I was like, bro, strip it down. Basic.
Yeah, and again, in my opinion, sometimes the most basic things speak way louder than what it could. More, you're more engulfed and stuff. I think when I first saw it, I was like, yo, hold up, what the hell?
Yeah, it's captivating.
And in my mind, I honestly, I could tell it was by Jimmy, and I had to talk myself into not thinking it was Jimmy because I was surprised.
Yeah, I was also surprised that it was by Jimmy.
Yeah, so when obviously like when I saw him on Tuesday at the Interclub, I was like, yo, Jimmy, that cover for Boz that you did, my God, that shit was beautiful. And he's just
what did he say?
He's just tugging. He's
like he knows he's dope, but he also didn't like it that much, so he's trying not to give it too much praise.
He was giving me I know I'm hot, but I don't like what I did. It's almost like he sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, shut up, dude.
But it does give me that vibe of there's I don't know, when I see a lot of colors, it's like you get a lot of mixed emotions, a lot of emotion,
yes,
a lot of emotional warfare. It fits the title.
Yes,
it fits mind blowing. Everything fits.
Go
it's
figure.
Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It's spot on.
Thank you, bro.
I mean,
that's right on brand.
Definitely on
because usually your covers are a color and symbols, and that's you like to keep it clean that.
Yeah. Actually,
the cohesiveness to looking at a page like that, I think is important.
That's a very good point too. Yeah, it definitely is on brand to basically everything that you've done for every cover that I've seen that you have. Normally it's just a song that you put up. It's just the
single cover with the lines.
Yep, single cover with the lines. Yep. This is basically the same thing. Single color with now squiggly lines going across with literally some paint brush strokes, which is
Picasso.
Yeah. Just
Jimmy Teflon fantastic. Picasso.
Yeah, so Designs by Holiday, Jimmy Teflon. You know where to get it if you want that artwork. Go get that guy.
Hit
him. If you want that nice
you want that dose.
That chef's kiss.
Or if you want cartoons hits too. Anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, you got plug design shit. There's a plug. I'm pulling the plug. All right, so now we're gonna get into the project itself, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna jump into this song in particular, just because of the title It's emotional warfare. It's just you, nobody else.
Yes.
Let's go into that. Hit me with that.
That's just me and my guitar, baby. That's just me. That's probably I've had those chords and been playing those chords for like 5 years. That rhythm, that dun 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 dun. Like for real, I would just always do that, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but I never really put it on wax.
No, if Jimmy was here, he'd be like, don't.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that. That's why I can get away with that shit. Thank God.
Like, don't put that.
I never put that shit on wax, so it felt
when he watches and listens to this, he's
That's
like,
not what that means.
I just made that man cringe, and I hope so.
That's not what that means.
Yeah, I never put that shit on wax, so it was right after I dropped Catch Me, okay? That was the first time I had put a song out, and that was last August. That was the first song I put out where I was playing live guitar and like did singing over it and did some like drum work and like made the beat all like sampling myself. So I was, feeling myself, felt good about it. So I sampled myself, did that, and I just was sitting on those chords for a really long time inside of my computer, and eventually just ended up writing like the melody came. Did all that literally in like the living room of my mom's apartment, like just like not even like unpacked and shit. Was again, I did Catch Me like essentially the same way too, where I was just like vibing and just like wrote that out, put that together. And yeah, honestly, it was pretty simple in that aspect. I'm hella proud of the songwriting on that one too, to be honest, because it was very simple. It was very genuine and vulnerable to how I was feeling at the time. So I think that's a big testament on me, like actually like being still passionate about it,
So obviously, like, you named this song off the title,
right?
Did the song come before the title?
I don't think so. I think it was the project was Emotional Warfare. Yeah, because I was calling the song, it was like Falling in Hell or something, because that's what the chorus is, spoiler. But yeah, so it was like something along the lines of that. But after a while, I was sitting on it, and I'm like, this one just means a lot to me, and it's its own body, So I was like, this is the one, I think that'd be cool. I think it's always cool when you like see a project too, and there's like the title track is inside the project, where you're like, right out the gate without having to listen to anything. You're like, that one means something, that one's special. Like it's almost like a guarantee type thing,
Yeah, so that's how I kind of came off like listening to it too. Like once I saw the title come up, I was like, okay. I had to set myself up.
Yeah.
You don't name a song
right.
like out of the title if it's not going to mean something.
Totally.
And honestly, like my personal opinion, this song, like, I don't want to say it's my least favorite.
Right.
Because it's not. They're all bangers. I love them all.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I will say
Didn't hear it.
But I will say like out of all the ones I heard,
right,
like this one I think stands on its own.
Right.
Compared to everything.
He hates it.
I don't hate it. That's not what I'm saying.
That was very round.
Yeah, no, he's so nice about it.
Hate. The word would come out of my mouth. So many words in my mouth.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Disgusted.
He's disgusted.
Disgusted. I'm emotional. Shut up.
He's emotional warfare.
All right, so
that song made me emotionally displeased.
Okay, so now, so after emotional warfare, now we're gonna jump to the very first song, Can't Stay.
Can't Stay.
And you already did talk about a little bit of it, but I feel like now you probably can go into it fully.
I feel like I'm out of the loop on this.
Can't Stay was the first song I made for this project. When we were talking earlier, and how I was saying like when I'd make singles and I drop them, I'm always sitting on my favorite one. That was Can't Stay. Can't Stay was always the one sitting in my arsenal where I was like, I love this one so much, and I just feel like nothing that I make will ever compete with it. And I made that shit so long ago, and I still
feel that way about it.
Yeah, which is rare because anything I make after like a couple months, even pushing it, I'm like, ass.
So
yeah.
So again, like for everybody that listened, like this is this first song basically that he had out of all these songs on here.
Yep.
But he didn't put it on the album, or this was the one that you said like when you listen to it, this needs to be on a project.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the one where I was like, I was like, it's so good. I couldn't shoot a video to this that embodied it enough that I felt like it deserved. I had when I went to Hawaii, I planned to shoot a video out there for it. Didn't. Daytona got it, which was cool. Worked for that. But if I would have tried to done that same like type of video with Can't Stay, I felt like I would have been doing that song a disservice though, because it's just special to me and it sits at a certain threshold.
So I know this is gonna be a little left field here, but like I don't know if you want to talk about this anyway.
Hit me.
I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you in the mouth.
You already did.
I know. I did. So in regards to like music videos for this project, like I know that you filmed some already.
Yes.
You have some planned.
Yes.
Is this one of them?
Yes.
Okay. So what you're talking about not doing the disservice at the time when you were going to film it, do you feel like after, holding on to it, putting it on this project, and maybe even giving it more thought, now do you have a clear...
Marinating.
When you
clear
see the
focus?
video, it'll all make sense.
Oh
That's
my
all I'm going to
God.
say.
Yeah, okay.
So yes, absolutely.
So look out for Can't Stay
Yeah,
music
that
video.
was, I was stressing for so long, but that was one of those things where it all came
No
full,
drop
full
date for that
circle.
yet, huh?
No.
No, it's right. You don't- it's
I ain't
alright.
going
It's
to do
alright.
it
It's
to you
alright.
guys.
It's
I'm
alright.
going to
You
put
don't
some
got shit.
pressure. It might be out by the time you hear this. It probably won't be, though. So just be ready.
When's Emotional Warfare 2?
It's dropping next year.
So,
April 22nd, 23rd,
Jesus.
or 2023.
So I'm about to say like almost a day after.
Yeah.
All right. So one more thing about Can't Stay. So what went through your mind like making this song? Like what besides like like giving it the title?
Can't Stay was the first time I had recorded myself over somebody else's beat. In like a really long time that I felt like, where it was my song.
Mm-hmm.
Casey showed me the song. We just shot my music video, Big Dope. Casey's on the project, my dog. He showed me the beat. I was like, this is sick. And I went back home and I did that record and I freestyled the whole thing on wax. Literally didn't write a single thing down.
That's not how that's used.
I'm gonna discourage this
Stop
man.
changing the
On wax.
phrase.
On wax. I look at the camera when I say that on wax.
When you say on wax, it's supposed to
I punched-
symbolize saying some raw truth.
Some raw truth. Which I mean, we're gonna
Everything I spit is raw.
I woke up on wax.
Yeah. That's the truth. That's real shit. Hey,
I sat down on wax.
yeah.
Don't you take this man while he's gone, all right?
He's just be like, this is why I'm
I
done.
left.
This is why I'm done.
He heard Bozzy was coming. I couldn't say it.
Yeah, Jimmy like, Bozzy's coming. I ain't going on. I mean, for all the
my
shit, you hear.
God.
I mean, they're probably thinking that too when they're listening to watching. It's like, man, Jimmy always says like, "Fuck that guy" every time he hears your name.
Yeah,
So,
for
like,
sure. We
yeah,
have a love-hate
like,
relationship.
Jesus.
Bozzy.
No, fuck. I totally lost my train of
No,
thought.
no,
It was
you're
the
good.
first song I recorded. I freestyled the whole thing. I punched in everything. I recorded that in the bottom of Griffin's basement. I had just gotten out of the most toxic relationship I had ever been in my life, to the T, like 5 years of just like craziness. And it was just like,
Nice.
Sue says nice. But it makes for great music, at the end of the day. So
that emotion.
yeah, so
Any
that one
artist.
came out in a good place where I was just like, I was at that place where it was like the duality of it, like I don't want to go, but I know I can't stay type, like you want to be there, but you know what's good for you type stuff, like you have to keep pushing on. So it's like that duality of like caring for someone and like doing that, but like honestly knowing what the fuck's like best for you. So those are the lyrics and the inspiration for that,
So that's kind of what that's the title. You can't stay.
Yeah,
You can't stay no more.
100%.
You had to leave. You had to
Yeah.
do your own thing. And now we got the bars. That
Yeah, we
see
got
that-
money on my mind now. Yeah,
It's money,
different. Like,
phone troubles and everything, bro.
Yeah.
It just comes to the territory.
Yeah,
Comes to the territory. All right, so speaking of Casey, we're gonna hop on this one next Tuesday.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Let's go to Paranoid. That's with obviously like Young Presley.
Yep.
Casey Kerr as well.
Yep.
So go into that. Hit me with that.
I couldn't be
Paranoid.
more stoked that the first vocals that aren't mine are, they're Casey's, which is cool because I've known that dude since literally since before I've been making music type shit, which is like, I can't say that about like anybody like I know out here or in the past, I've met in the past, like, 5-10 years, really. Like he's been my dog since I was like 15. We've just always been homies and we've just always stuck through it. So it was really cool. Just had to give him his flowers real quick. But that song was I think the
shout out to Casey.
second or third one made for this project, and that one kind of got shelved. Honestly, Casey did his verse. We did a bullshit ass hook, and then I did my verse, and then we put it on the shelf, and it sat for months and months and months. And Casey, we were going through songs one day, and he said, "Where's that one?" And I pulled it up, and to my surprise, he said, "I love how I sound on this." If you know that kid, he hates how he sounds on everything.
Yep.
Everything. He doesn't even put stuff down on wax and he'll be like, I already hate it.
God damn you.
Yeah, Stu knows. He's met him. He knows exactly how it is. And Stu's been on his helmet.
He's saying "God damn it" as you
Stop
said on
saying
wax.
wax.
Yeah.
Stop saying you put it
Oh,
on.
I can't. It's just embedded in me, bro.
All right, you put it on the. No.
He's about
I
embedded.
can't even help
That's because
it.
Casey doesn't release.
Yeah, and he's just one of those homies that just like makes music for fun. So there's no emotional.
Hey, that's much respect.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
have
mean,
those type of ties to music.
And,
so
and also I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's like a drive, but it's just like he doesn't see music in that way.
Exactly.
No,
Which is
he's
cool.
too insecure about
Which is
releasing.
cool.
That's why, because he hates his sound.
I mean that too. I mean, yeah, you just said he hates his
But
voice. So.
he wouldn't get better.
But he heard
unless-
this one and he
he's
loved
like,
it. So then from there,
Nice.
we were playing it back and I heard my verse and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. I'm like, I could just re-record it. I feel more confident in like how like my vocal work and like delivery. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna re-record my verse, which is rare for me to do too. Ended up loving it. So we had that bullshit hook to get over because we were sitting on that and we both knew that wasn't it. So we're sitting there thinking, and then I mean it only took like 20 minutes to really decide who it was, and sent it to Young Presley.
Yeah, but I was like, enter Young Presley.
Yeah, enters Young Presley. I sent him the song, and I texted it over, and I have the timestamps for this. Within 2 to 3 minutes, he had sent me back what he had written, how he wants it recorded, and had a whole vocal. Like, it was already done. Like, he just needed to come over and record it type shit. 2 minutes after I had sent that, he did that hook. I've been told that that's the best hook on the whole thing. That the hook is the best moment throughout the whole project. So it's lightweight disrespectful. But with that being said, yeah, he killed it. He came over. He helped. He cleaned the record up, and then he ended up because I produced that song as well. I made the beat for that one. He came in that like section where there's like that drum break and it kind of switches up. That was all of Young Presley's idea and his his OCD of having to touch everything.
Yeah. So again, so far, like you stated earlier, like, you know, mostly everything's like guitar, very acoustic,
right?
Based. And so when I got to this song, this is when I started to notice like that theme kind of going through it, and I was like, yo, I'm into some like melody type shit. I'm going through this trip right now.
Yes,
it's pretty dope.
Yes.
So in regards to like how the whole song was structured between like you yourself. And yourself, Presley and Casey.
Right.
Like, so how did y'all decide on the Paranoid title itself, or was that like?
No, that was
came up
yeah.
to what
That was Eddie. That was all Young Presley.
Oh, nice.
He came with the hook because what we had labeled it as was called Tonight, and that was what we were singing in the hook, and the hook was not good. So we were just like, all right. So it was still open. It was very open, and me and Casey were kind of just sitting on it and. We're just like, yeah. So he kind of like, he was the final glue that made that a full record. Otherwise, it was just kind of two verses just sitting there in limbo.
And then you also said this was like the second or third song you decided to put on this project?
It was the second or third one like made. The oldest one that was made for this project. Yeah, because me and Casey did that back in like November of 2020.
Wow. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I hadn't even...
So this song was...
Yeah, I hadn't even done That Hurts at all or any of that. I hadn't even gone on that full year run, and that one was already done. Besides Young Presley, that didn't come until a couple months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, again, for me, this is different to hear because like I don't hear often much how like what goes into like a song or like how... Or like, you know, how much time goes into like you hold on to a song and you just don't put it. Honestly, that I respect that, and I again appreciate and like just enjoy seeing that from like artists who do that. Like Stu's one of them too. Like he makes a bunch of songs.
Yep.
Some songs you never even hear never hear like
especially on More Than Lust. There's like a couple songs that are like 4 years old on that thing.
Which is fucking crazy.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to just ask people like which one of those songs is the oldest that you made like back then? Like, oh, that one was like in maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, right. It was Can't Stay.
Yeah,
for sure.
see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like you just see like that range of like. But I mean, like obviously, like you've grown since the time that you started making those songs.
Totally, a lot.
Obviously, you had time to revise them and just see what you do from there. And do you think in that time frame when you first started doing Paranoid up until now, do you think it was necessary for it to become what it is now?
Yeah, because if you hear my verse, even when I originally recorded it, it was very, you could tell I wasn't like quite in the pocket, or you know, I was still like finding like my delivery, which is funny because Casey's was good. He didn't have to record nothing, so all his vocals withstood that whole like damn near 2 years. Ain't nothing had to been changed about that.
So far we've talked about emotional warfare.
Yes.
Can't Stay, Paranoid.
Yeah.
And like Stu said earlier, like you were already you were flexing that range, which is what and which is what again going through the project like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man, like Boz is in his bag in this.
Hey,
I don't know what. Like, again,
you,
so far everybody that's dropped a project, they're in their bag.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, it's like they're like everybody's really trying to flex their musicality, which is good to see. Because I always hear Stu always tell people like, hey, you know, try something different, or like, you know, always like try to try to like, you know, test yourself and just, you know, push yourself to do something different and just put it out there, man.
Yes.
This is a project that's a good example of flexing your musicality, flexing those muscles. This dude hitting the gym, not only in the weight room, but also in the studio. It's crazy.
Sir.
In his bag.
In his bag. So, all right. So now we're gonna move on.
Women stay away.
Yeah, I'm toxic.
Yeah, he can't stay.
Unless you want a song on emotional warfare.
He'll make you buy the Plan B.
He will definitely make you pay. Jesus Christ. All right. So now, God damn it.
God damn it.
Lose my
Like
train
that
of thought.
one?
That was good. That was good.
No, that's so disrespectful.
On wax. All right. So next.
Hit me.
This one's tough for me. So I'm gonna tell you right now how I'm going, and this is the order of. Again, I'm not hating.
These are the songs where he's going from least favorite to top.
Least to
okay,
top. All right,
I can tell.
This is where it's tough for me. So it is between Wasted and 4-Leaf Clover, but I want to start.
I feel like I'm out of the loop not knowing these songs.
I want to start with Wasted, and that's featuring Stu.
You know Wasted? Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
Okay, good.
That's the one I have heard. Yeah, speak on that one.
Yeah. Let's speak on Wasted. How did this come about? How'd you hit up Stu, and when did you think of Stu for this song? Or this is a song that y'all both made together?
This was like a couple hour process, honestly. I was just chilling, had some free time.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like was just like I didn't produce that one, so I just was looking up through beats, found that one. Literally,
because we talked about doing a hyper pop thing.
Yeah, we had talked about some stuff like that for sure, and I think like it was kind of being more like brought to our forefront. So it was like it was just like fresh in there. Laid down my part. I sent it over to Stu. He sent it.
I was hella quick on with
Dude, yeah, you're like hour or two and had had a reference. Like you recorded your stuff too.
Yeah. So
it's like he literally sent back like a mix within like an hour or two. We're on FaceTime. I'm like, bro, this is fucking incredible. And me personally, I mean, hella biased, but some of your best moments definitely are inside of that fucking verse.
No, it is.
Like it's incredible.
I won't lie. Like that has like probably my best.
And if you know this man, he's like that Casey Kurtz syndrome where it's like he doesn't give himself praises. So if he just said that means a lot.
So I will say this, Stu. Your verse on this song, I forget what song you did that was very similar to how you sounded on this.
The low tone.
Yeah, that low tone. You were just going in, and I was like,
I think it was Bad Notes.
Yeah, it was Bad Notes.
There's something about Bozzy and Stu. It brings it out.
But this was so. But this is okay. So it was reminding me of a song that y'all had together. So I was like, so that bond was still there, and that I don't know. Again, that flex of like that musicality was definitely there for both of you.
Yes.
But I'm like, yo, like, this is good. And I've been waiting for y'all to get back on it. Like since like In the Dark, bro. I was like, yo, I need a Stu Bozzy, and give me another one of those.
The solo.
This did not disappoint.
This was
why it was really tough for me to choose like where I wanted this in regards to what I like. So that's why it's tied. It's actually okay. I lied. It's tied with
I lied.
It's tied with 4-Leaf Clover and No Fear. But the next song we'll talk about. Then you'll find out.
No, you pause on that because I gotta talk.
Yeah, let's give my man some flowers real quick.
I'm not gonna jump on it. I'm just letting you know. I'm not gonna jump on it because I still want to talk about this because there's one part in the song that I just enjoyed, and we'll talk about that. But y'all can continue.
What part of the song?
No, yeah, you go first.
So it caught me off guard because I didn't think it was gonna go there towards that end with that guitar riff.
When it switches up,
I was like, "What?" I was like, I almost crashed.
I didn't send that, and Stu didn't get that version either. I did that after.
Oh yeah, no, that was fucking good. You gotta listen to that shit.
No, he's heard it now, but yeah, he didn't. When I had originally sent him that,
good.
I did that after he sent me back his verse, and that was probably just me in my head being like, "Damn, that fool probably just killed me, so I need to compensate right now."
It was so good
because. Especially for my verse, because like I didn't, I always just like I'm jealous of like Bozzy's reverb. So when he's all like, when I sent him over, I'm like, okay, I'll send you my stuff over so he could mix it. And then when my part came, I put it on the side, and the reverb just like spans out so hard. I was literally like cheering up. I was like, this is the most gorgeous shit I've ever heard.
And look, and honestly, like this song again, it might not be like my top 3. But it holds its place in its own for me just because it's both of y'all. And I was like, I've been wanting y'all to get back onto a song again too.
Right.
And the second I heard that, that part right there, I was like, okay, this song is
It's one of my best moments of music. I'm just gonna say
it gave me a really good moment. I was like,
both of ours, like, the whole song is so dynamic and just like there's a lot of emotion. I was like, this is like where I felt like I'm like didn't just make a song. I felt like I made art here.
Yeah,
like
that's what you said when you came over when we were talking about it
like
again. Yes,
art,
and that made me feel so good too.
And that's actually a note I had too. So this is that song, that moment that I was like, yo, this is some kind of masterpiece, bro. Like I was again, I feel like I'm giving you a lot of praise already.
No, you're too kind, bro. Thank you.
This is like people that appreciate music like this, they're the ones that appreciate the art,
right?
And I feel like this is what this is.
This is that's what this project is definitely
this
catered
project's
for.
about. It's more artistic. Everybody's in their bag. It's just like it's definitely something that is very emotional, which is again emotional warfare. Like, and and it's not just like what y'all are saying. It's the music itself. It's like the guitar. It's just when you hear a guitar, you just know you're gonna get some mood, man.
It's like,
both of our deliveries on that song.
There's no hook and it's so catchy.
Yeah, beautiful.
What?
Yeah, I said too. There's no hook.
There's no hook and it's so catchy.
Like, what is happening?
Oh my god! Like, come on.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's so good.
That honestly might be one of my favorite songs off the project. Like, to be real, like just in its
that's
own
one of my
right.
favorite songs out of this state.
It is definitely my favorite song that I've listened to, like, from, I guess it has a feature on it. I guess I'm putting it like that. Between you both, it stands on its own. I don't want to. That's why it's hard for me to not. That's why I'm saying it's not in that top because it's on its own. It's on its own. It's on its own. So all right. So anything else y'all want to say about Wasted? Anything you?
That it was just so organic.
That's like
it was so organic too. We didn't really stressing on how to overwork anything. It was like that cool. Yeah, cool. Turn that up.
And
okay.
I guarantee when y'all hear this, y'all be like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Like, that shit came out like
y'all gonna be in these dudes' DMs and they can't stay.
No.
Just
Toxic.
I hate you for that reverb. That just blew my mind. I was like, I'm giving up music right now.
No,
okay, so for me, I'm still like uneducated on what reverb means. Explain that to me real quick.
So it's like
if you're in like a church singing and there's like that feedback that kind of happens, like that hollow. It kind of fills in that empty
brushes through you.
Your voice just sounds like expanding, right?
Yeah,
like when you're in a bathroom or something.
It sounds
that's
big.
what it is.
Oh, okay.
Like you're yelling down a long hallway with nobody in it, type shit, at a school or something.
Echoed voice,
essentially, it's the same thing. Where it's not like repeating what you're saying, but it just adds volume and like room to what you're saying.
When I say the part like put it on the side,
it just
I was gonna get to that because when I did this song the first time, I had my earbuds on. I heard all that.
Yeah.
In the car, my back speakers are blown out, so I obviously couldn't hear all that. But shut up. But yeah, so I felt all the emotion, powerful stuff by the both of you. I'm glad both of y'all are here to discuss that because I wanted to get both of your guys' side on the song
for sure,
and it's good to hear. On that end, and again, it's very rare for me to hear Stu say like,
he enjoyed it. I know.
I don't hear Stu say. I also don't hear Stu say. And again, I hang out with Stu a lot. Yeah. And I really don't ever hear him say that shit. I mean,
I took my shit away.
He's like, I never said that. All right, so
we did that.
Yeah, so that's Wasted. Y'all, again, check that shit out. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fire. These two here. Crazy. All right, so now. So.
What are we sitting on? What's the next one?
So the next one is no fear. No fear.
No
fair.
No fair. Shout out Castaways.
Yeah, shout out the Castaways because they're on this song with Boz.
I had to get my brothers.
Yeah, so,
those are my day ones
and
too.
Again, if you're checking the rank, you're just seeing. But again, I'm gonna exclude Wasted from that rank because Wasted is by itself.
That could be a single. That one could honestly there ain't much that I say it'd be a single.
Too good for its own.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not being biased because I love these two. I'm saying, the song's beautiful. I've been clamoring for a song between these two.
We gotta really do the video justice on that.
Yeah, the video's gonna be nasty.
Cold. I'm itchy.
It's gonna be sick. All right, so
no fear.
No fear. All right, Boz. Go into this because I also enjoyed this. I like how just go.
Okay, let's just go. I produced that one off the gate, so that's a Boz production guitar. No fear. The hook was done in December of 2020. So that's the hook is old as well. And that song was actually, I was working with my homie, shout out Chewy G. He was up from San Jose. We're working on the songs, and he wanted something in that realm of like, yeah, you know, just like your acoustic guitar and your melodies. He's like, give me something like that. I did that hook, and he never ended up like doing like a verse to it. He like wasn't stoked on it. So he's like, if you want to keep that hook for yourself, do whatever you want. He's like, I'm not really stoked on whatever I did. So like just ended up just sitting on that for a while. And then I ended up coming back to it, and I was like, this is a really good hook. And I think I played it for the boys. They honestly did, and this was probably around the time they started, like, we really started locking in, like, January, February of 2021, like, when OnlyFans and all that stuff was, like, coming out. Their song, not the website.
They're also on the website.
Yeah, but they're also on that.
I mean, I think that's when the website popped out, too.
Yeah, you know, that hurts, all that. So around then, and I wanted to do something where it was not, like, because getting 4 people on a song can be tricky, and I know the Castaways know this, and you know it can be intimidating for other artists to want to work with that many people on one song.
Which is definitely me. I always say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I always tell them, like, I'd rather do a song with each one of you than to have all 4, because I don't like messy songs like that.
I can understand that, and I totally get your point.
So
that's why.
So I'm assuming the challenge between, like, obviously having that many people song is just the song will become either too long, too messy, too congested, right?
Exactly.
It always tends to clash when you have that many people.
Exactly. It really does.
Unless it's like some showcase of skill, like, you know, like,
or unless like one of y'all's doing the hook and the 3 get the
8 bar. Yeah, and that's why No Fear, I feel like, was a very digestible one for it, because I just do the hook. They all have 8 bar, maybe 12 bar verses, and I actually paired 2 of them together, so it's not your typical format where it's like 8 bar verse, 8 bar verse, 8, like, you know, so like there's some kind of like dynamic in there too. And yeah, it sounds cohesive, but it also is like under a certain threshold of time frame, because me personally, I don't like long songs, or to make long songs, I should say. For me, that's just me.
Making long songs suck. That's why I'm
it
always
can be
under
tricky.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
I
really
mean, I love the under 2 minute songs. Bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
attention spans are down, bro. We got to play the game we're in.
And honestly, like the under 2 minute songs, like they're so replayable, dude. Like I could keep going back.
Replay value, baby. And when in the world of streaming,
people love that
I ain't
shit.
got to even connect the dots.
For me, I always find myself, like, if I had to make a second verse or an extension of it, I'm like, is it worth it, or is it going to be good? Like, I don't want to just have a second verse that's all like
it
bullshit.
it has to have a certain place and have a specific meaning. Otherwise, you're not just throwing it on to do the same cadence you did the first verse.
Yeah,
fuck out of here. Get a feature. No, for real though. You know, like, no offense to anybody else. You know, like, but that's just how I feel like going into it.
But for my project,
yeah, and Stu
I am doing second verses.
Yeah, and there are articulated very correctly to where it feels like it's almost a feature. I'm sure. Though.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. See, and I'm big on that stuff too. When I do second features, it has to be
definitely throwing some mad game right now. So people who are listening, this is some stuff you should be paying attention to when you're trying to release an EP or an album, or you know, you're trying to do a 2 minute song and you're thinking maybe I should push it a minute. Don't do it.
Or if you want to work with the Castaways and you don't know how to group them together,
they'll teach you.
Yeah,
they'll show you how
I'll show you the blueprint. But that one's gonna have a video too, which I'll put that one out there. That one's been shot.
Okay, but I say it's like
that's gonna be cool. Yep, that one's really cool. I'm excited as hell for that one, because again, it's its own little, you know, thing.
Yeah, so if y'all been watching his story, I mean, he's basically told you he's been shooting some videos, so you probably might have seen it already.
There's some snippets. Yeah, there's some snippets.
Couple stuff there, but I mean,
not too much, but just enough to, you know, get you horny.
Yeah, get you wet, you know, just soaked, you know,
make you buy the plan.
Get your emotions ready for some warfare, you know.
Yeah, so you could always expect the best from Bozzy and the Castaways. Shout out to the Castaways.
Yeah, that was fluent as hell.
Project.
Yeah, they just had the
333.
So yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. Like,
everybody cover, John.
Yeah,
and John did a cover. We keep shit in house. You see how we do this? Everything's in house. Pay your friends, not some random person online.
That's right. That's right.
I was like, oh shit.
Right,
John would never make me cover like that.
Hey, whoa. Hey, chill. All right, again, that was a collaborative effort. I can't take all the credit from that. Luke from the Castaways, you know, had part in that too.
He's very hands-on with everything. I mean, all the boys but Luke.
Which I mean, I enjoy that hands-on stuff, because, like, you know, honestly, like, for me, when it comes to like working on a project with somebody, like, if it's for someone, like, I want them to be more like 80-20.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, for me, I'll throw that input, take the advice. Here, bam, bam.
I'll work the software. You just tell me.
Yeah.
It's like, you just tell me what you want.
No, totally.
You tell me what to cut, and I'll give you the pieces.
I'm the vessel.
I'm the Swiss Army now.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Did you do the video for Sins?
Yeah.
With his
Yes,
family?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes. I
That
did
was
do that
hard.
one. Thank you.
That was extra.
was
That
hard.
shit
Like,
brought tears to my
about the
eyes
family.
editing that, bro. Like for real.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, that shit was emotional.
When he
Yes.
played, because they came over here the last time and he played that. I feel like Sins had the best songs in there.
Agreed.
Me personally, and
Unfortunately.
like the first like couple songs, I was like, damn, Sam, you going?
Oh, you're saying Evan has the best? Yeah, I agree. If the cast listens to this, sorry.
Yeah.
But again,
I've
I'm
told
gonna,
them.
I'm,
I
I'm
said
gonna
it.
ride Evan.
I love him.
No, I've said it too. I'm gonna ride Evan again. I'm like, Evan's songs on there are probably like my favorite. I enjoyed them.
He really
They're
tried to put his
emotional.
like
They're-
heart out
yeah,
there.
there's
on
just
this
a lot
one.
of heart.
Yeah.
And the video, like,
he,
perfect
he,
for it.
I'm
It
so
was-
yeah.
And
thank
again, the
you.
whole project was great, but I don't know,
It was
Evan,
perfect.
like we said in the podcast before too, like Evan is like a lot of heart, and I feel like I feel that a lot when it comes to songs. That's why with your project too, man, like I feel it too. Like I don't know, lately I've been more into that all heart kick with songs. Like when I feel that emotion, like I enjoy listening to it more. I don't know why. It's just
No, absolutely. Yeah, it just depends on the mood, you know.
Hey,
Sometimes you.
but I
just
feel like
wanna-
I must be in that mood all the time because I enjoy all those songs.
Hey, you must be under emotional warfare, bro.
Always, dude. I emotional warfare 100%. Actually, 100% of the time.
It happens.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
No
that,
fear.
So that was no fear. No,
Yes.
no fair.
No fair.
Like yeah, so we'll speak on that part too. So when you listen to the song, I swear to you, when I was talking to Boz before we even like click the record button, I was like, you know, when I was writing the name of the song, I was like, no fear. I was like. And he's like, no fair. I was like, wait, is it no fair? And he's like, no, it's no fear. And I'm like, damn, I've been
and the boys been doing
I've
that.
been singing that song all wrong. 'Cause I kept thinking he was saying no fair, but it's no fear. And I was like, damn. But it's again, great song. It's in my top 3 of this project.
That's how we're doing it.
That's my top 3. All right, so now
Good job,
we're
boys.
going. We're getting close to the finish line,
Oh,
but
no.
again, everything has
I don't
been-
even know which ones are left,
I haven't
too.
heard like 70% of these songs. No.
Oh, but
it's
Did
all
you
good.
release it?
Actually, I do. No.
Okay.
No,
I sent it to him, and then my phone
he sent me the
went on the
project.
Kahoot, so I couldn't text you over the.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't send me it? I was
Yeah,
like,
he was gonna. It's just that his phone crapped out. on him.
And then I felt really bad.
Yeah. He came in. He's like, man, I would have sent it to Stu, but
Crash, man.
no, look, I can vouch for him. I saw him yesterday. His phone was dying when I walked in.
John see me almost have a meltdown
Yeah,
yesterday.
He was about to throw shit. He's like,
He was like, I don't want
Wanda,
you
get away
judging
from me.
these two. Fuck off.
No, I
but
can
it's-
handle you. I'm glad Jimmy's not here. He
Yeah,
would have
it
ripped
was-
me up.
yeah, he probably
Heard he
would've
sent me a
ripped me
nice text message about it.
It was
I
a
can't- I
very,
can't say
it was a
this.
very rough, thorough message from the very first word.
Anytime I send Jimmy something.
From the first
The
word.
very first couple words, I was like, "Damn, Jamie, that's a little harsh."
Wait, what did he say?
He said, lick my balls,
Yeah,
Bozzy.
yeah.
Your album is trash. And you copied my eyebrow slit. Something
Yeah.
along the lines of that.
Yeah, it was,
So, just typical.
Weird, because when I send him anything, he just like, that's good. I'm like,
oh
you
damn,
ain't
I mean,
gonna say nothing about it?
that
It's like,
that must mean if he gives you extra emphasis on emotion,
That fool's heated. He knows it's a
that means-
masterpiece.
That means he loves your shit. If he's
It's a
attacking-
masterpiece.
If he's attacking you,
Anyways.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
all right, now I'm hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, that hurts,
Now
Jimmy.
I'm
You,
hurt.
all right, Jimmy, you hurt Stu.
I'll send the link. I don't show my music to nobody.
All right, so now, all I know, that's with your cousin Sequoia.
Let's talk about this one.
So you can go into it however you want. You can talk about your cousin. You can talk about how you made this song, how this came up.
Yeah.
The vibe of this shit was crazy. Like at first it wasn't gonna be in my top 3.
Right.
But I ran through it a couple more times and I was like,
It's a
yo,
good-
this song is good.
It's
I was
a
like,
good companion to waste.
yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
yeah.
The only songs I heard. On this
So I was gonna say that, but obviously we were talking about it earlier. But I will agree, it is, and I'm glad it's literally back to back. It's like
Right.
Wasted is 6. All I Know is 7.
Yes.
So I mean, if you go from that to that, it's like they're meant to
Yes.
be with each other, which is perfect. Because especially when you end it with that, with the
Yes, it
we go
has to
into
end
this,
on that.
and then she starts this shit. I was like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And shout out to Sequoia. Shout out to Sequoia because I'll say this. Voice is majestic as fuck. And I was like,
Yes.
at first I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I read who it was. Like, oh shit, it's his cousin. I'm like, damn, man.
That song went through the ringer, dude. That was one of the most, I think, the most stressful song for this project.
You were trying to find a girl to sing that.
I
That
was-
wasn't your cousin, right?
I was trying to. Sinclair actually did a version of what Sequoia did.
Yeah.
And I was another female out here that I was trying to get over that was going to record it too. I had another homegirl that was doing it. Sinclair came over. She
So-
did a great job at it. But
So you
I
were
showed
going
it-
through some trials with this shit.
Oh
huh?
yeah, I mean to be honest, Casey helped me write this song. Like Casey Curry, like I didn't even write a majority. Like he helped me like body this whole thing, all the energy and all that, like and how I piece it together. But he was a big part of the penmanship behind this shit.
Shout out to Casey.
Yeah, he's the one that showed me that guitar sample and brought it to me. Yeah, so like shout out to my boy Casey on that one because he brought the guitar sample and then like the cadences and all that. I switched some things around. We moved it around, and then I was sitting on it. And at first it was me the whole time. And I was sitting on that, and I'm just like, this shit's ass. the first 2 go-arounds, it was just ass, but I had that ending part to it, and I was like, but this ending is special. But the first half, and I can't just start it off, I was trying to figure out how to fucking piece it together to keep people intrigued to make it to that fucking part because I felt like it was so good. And then that's when I started shopping around with the ideas of female vocals. I had Sinclair come over. She did a great job. And, you know, like didn't do any, like literally like they're comparable in their own right. Some people might say that Sinclair's is better in that own right. I mean, if you're trying to be mean.
Bozzy immediately tossed hers in the trash.
Yeah. But then Sequoia came over, and I already told Claire when she had came over, I'm like, my cousin, I had originally sent this to her, but we haven't been lining up. So like, just know, like, I mean, you know, when you make songs with me, nothing's ever guaranteed to get plays. I cut records, I cut verses.
Except me.
I'm pretty notorious for that, to be honest. There was supposed to be a feature on Can't Stay. That shit got cut. Like I end up moving things. I'm kind of a dick in that. I'm a nice person, but I am a dick in that aspect.
Do you
I'm
let
sorry.
people know that you do that, or you just say fuck it?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
right? You're not
actually
mental,
no.
but
Sinclair,
yeah,
I feel bad though because I didn't tell Sinclair until I dropped the cover art. That I felt bad about, and I DM'd her immediately because I was like, "Yo, like my
Shout out
bad."
to
But she
Sinclair.
was. I mean, we have a good relationship.
Yeah.
She's so cool. But so Sequoia came through. She did her part. She absolutely nailed it. That's my cousin. We've been making. I started writing music with her. We've been. I don't know a day in this world without like not knowing her. You know, like we started making music, writing music together when we were like 7 or 8.
Damn, that's crazy. That's
Little
a long
ass
history
kids,
right there.
like for real. Like we would just like sit there and just like be writing music. That's my twin flame, like to God.
Shout out to the twin flame.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a masterpiece. She came through. She did her thing. It was so beautiful. I mean, it's effortless for her to sing. There's a video for that one coming as well. Shot by a man sitting right here on the couch.
I shot the video.
My man. So that's how I got the sneak peek. He did it a great job.
So-
it's all done.
Yeah,
I haven't
it was
showed
ass.
Stu the video, but it's all done. It came out great. I wasn't
Hey,
editing it,
listen.
being like, "Damn, who shot this?"
Hey, I was gonna say like it was in good hands if you had this man shooting.
No.
So,
Absolutely
I
not.
didn't have enough time to learn the machine. You know?
He just pulled the whole time. He's like, can I do handheld? Can I do handheld? Can I do handheld? I'm like, you hold this gimbal, Stuart.
Because he wanted me to do
that
this.
sounds like Stu.
He wanted me to do this circle thing where it was like it was just gonna be for me to match the vibe of the song. The speed I was going at was like too much for the gimbal, so it just go out of whack all the time.
No, you're right. And then when I edit it too, just like when you see it too, it makes sense. And like, I'm glad you did it. Yeah, I ended up running with a lot of the like those handheld shots too.
Listen,
So it wasn't in vain. This man is a smart motherfucker.
Listen, for the longest time that me and Stu been shooting, you can never go wrong with a handheld shot.
You can actually. I take that back. You can.
You can.
If you got to be articulate with
But
how
actually,
you're moving.
actually,
it.
from what I've learned recently, it also depends on the song.
Yes,
depends on the
definitely.
vibe,
True,
the song.
true.
That's why, you know, as a note to any videographer out there, you know, don't stick to your bread and butter because sometimes bread won't be good for that butter.
Can we get one of these? Is that Jimmy probably won't like that
Jimmy's
either.
rolling over in his grave
Yeah.
because certain techniques are like salt and pepper, right? And it's
Yeah.
good on some things, more here, less there. You know,
Right.
depends what you're eating.
You know, depends.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're very versatile, like, then you'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so Stu killed the video. That whole thing came out the great. That's gonna be great. I'm super stoked on where I placed that.
I'm
That-
stoked to see it because when you told me Stu shot it, I was like, "Oh, Stu shot that!" I was
Yeah.
like, "I can't wait to see this."
I'm
I was
only
like,
I'm only
"Damn."
proud of the slow pan up in the
Oh, stop.
I only like that
It's
part. It was
great.
smooth.
Everything about it is great. And that was the last song for the project. That was the last one made. That was the most recent.
It was cold.
It was the project was already done.
cold.
The project was already done, and then that song came into my
I saw
lap.
the story of y'all shooting it, so I kind of have an idea of what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Right.
But I can't wait to see what you've done with it.
He just called me up at a charity. He's like, I know you ain't doing nothing.
Damn.
I said, "Wake
he's
up."
Like, he's like, "Listen, I
You
need,
want coffee?
I need free hands. You're the hands.
He gave
I
me
need."
coffee, so
I gave him coffee
I had to slide.
and a kiss on the cheek.
I had to slide for the coffee.
I had to slide for the coffee.
I had to slide for
You
the coffee.
know.
That's pretty goddamn funny.
All I know.
I know we always be giving each other coffees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing.
It's a secret to my heart,
Yeah.
ladies.
Stay away.
But just remember, he can't stay.
Yeah.
Ladies, stay away.
I don't want to go, but I know I can't stay. So,
Okay, so before we move on to the last song.
That's not the last song?
No, there's one more.
so he like,
And it
oh,
is
that
my
means
favorite.
interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
everybody. I usually like a song that most people don't think that
That's
they're gonna
dope.
like, and I usually ask Stu every song that he is his favorite is the one usually I like for some weird reason. I don't know how it ends up, but it just does. Okay, but yeah, before we move on
Anyways.
to the last one, we went to the last one.
Hit me.
Anything else you want to say for anything to
Thank you
support
to
it?
everyone that was a part of that song because I know it was only just me and Sequoia on there, but there was a lot of people that touched that thing, and it couldn't have come out any better. One of my best moments in music lives on that song. So
It's fucking
go
Yeah,
get
you
it.
really.
beautiful.
It's like you expanded
Yeah,
on
and-
Wasted, so.
Yeah, and then all y'all who listening and watching so far, hope y'all enjoyed the breakdown of every single song.
Yeah, you're getting the full
And-
treatment.
Yeah, the full treatment. And honestly, like even if you watch this before the album comes out, I suggest you also watch it again when you listen to the song.
Yeah,
And get-
you could go reference back.
Yeah, reference back to it.
or
I think
wait
it'll-
to watch this and then go listen to the
that
project.
too,
and go-
yeah, but don't hate on us because don't tell us that you.
Yeah, my
gonna
new
wait on-
single Left Hand is dropping this weekend.
Oh,
That's
yes,
right.
yes,
And
yeah,
Stu's got new
let's go
music.
plug Left hand.
Left
Left
Hand.
hand.
My boy ambidextrous over here.
Please tell me you got a
Left
picture of
hand.
just or did you just get a picture of your hand, left hand, and just on the table?
No, you seen the.
I seen the cover of that shit.
I don't think I've seen the cover of it.
You keep
No,
talking.
no.
You
I'm
keep
sorry. We'll check it out later. All right. So now, all right. This is my favorite song of this whole project.
Okay.
And it took me a minute to decide between obviously those last three, but I don't know. This is the song I kept coming back to. I don't even know why. I just enjoy it. The vibe of it.
It's catchy.
And it is catchy. And I was gonna say, it gives me that vibe, and it's 4-leaf clover. That's with a 4, like
4-leaf clover.
4-leaf clover.
Yes, sir.
All right, Boz, hit me with it. How did this song come about?
You know what?
Tell the people what's it about.
This one's just about being lucky. Playing the field and being lucky. Nah, my boy. A lot of people be weird about shit or having quote unquote helping people write music. Owen helped me write this song
Oh wow.
from the Castaways.
Nice.
Owen from the
OD was he bodied this
OD
thing.
went
He's good, man.
off.
So it's funny that you say that this one's your favorite because I mean it makes sense. He's catchy, man. So he helped me a lot with this whole one. He came to me with the beat. He came to me with the whole concept because I don't know if you guys remember, he had posted a while ago on his story. He wanted to get into songwriting for other people.
Oh shit.
And he-
maybe
So and this was a while ago. This was back in last year in August, maybe even before that type shit. And I instantly hit. I'm like, bro, write me a freaking song. Let's get some work in. Let's sit down. Let's get some work in. So he came through. He had the beat. He had the whole concept and it essentially laid down. So we went through and just ran it through. It came out so smooth. I'm so stoked on it. Honestly.
Yo, I mean, you're stoked on it. I'm actually, I'm real happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a very catchy song, dude. And I just thought I think people are gonna like this song too. I get that feeling I'm just a casual listener, People
Right.
that- Casual listeners might fuck with
That's
it.
the
Like-
that's the best feedback is from casual listeners.
Absolutely.
You don't want it from other artists.
Yeah, this is and if you maybe thought this was gonna be somebody's favorite, well, I'm that person. This is my favorite song of this whole thing. I don't know, just catchy. It's just
That's dope.
The vibe is just there,
Because when I first made it, I felt like that too. And then that was one of the ones where I kind of sat on. I made other music. I was like, this one's still good, but it kind of just fell kind of into the middle
onto
range.
the wayside, right?
Yeah, but that's good that that initial spark is still there.
Yeah, I know, and this was. And how I knew that this was my favorite song is because it took me a minute to get past this song. And usually, I told you too, when it takes me a minute to get past the song to continue the rest of the project,
Right.
it's the song that I enjoy the most.
Right.
And I just kept listening to it.
And that's
until I
only two
just-
songs in too.
Yeah,
And we're
exactly.
giving you
There's
heaters.
2 songs in.
Yes.
I'm already stuck on one song, dude. I
Good.
was like, damn it. I
Yeah.
was like, damn.
Play that motherfucker.
It was good, man. It was fantastic. You making a video for this?
This one, no. I got some other cool promo stuff that's gonna be coming with it. Not an official music video, but
Okay,
I don't
okay.
want to say no, not never.
Nah,
but as of right now,
good.
yeah. You know, we got some other cool things other than music videos coming with this whole like release too.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, and honestly, this is what I expected of the conversation for this song was going to be quick to the point because it was quick to the point. And it was just smooth song. I mean, what else can you say, right?
It's like for real. It's just like a radio, like lightweight, just simple,
lightweight. Yeah, and I expected
heartbreak, but like still kind of lovey-dovey. You know, wanting that, and that's exactly what the Emotional Warfare project, man. It was really inspired by just like all these like bad relationships that I've been in, whether it's just like for, like I said, that long one I had done, or even just relationships I had acquired after that, or even prior to that, you know, like just taking all those moments and putting them, you know, into a project that felt like it was genuine while not airing anybody out though too, you know?
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, I think for sure, like Emotional Warfare is very genuine.
Yes.
I think you did a fantastic job, man.
Thank
like
you,
I mean, I've told you this already when we were sitting down before we even pressed record, bro, but dude, y'all did yourself, man.
Thank you.
Y'all did yourself.
Thank you.
And I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. I mean, again, a lot of us have been telling you when's that next, you know, project from Bozzy coming out?
Yeah,
and it's coming.
Hey, yeah, everyone.
It's coming.
That's what's cool about building, like working off singles too, is like and not really dropping a project. There's more anticipation for it than if I would have prior be dropping.
When was the? I feel like you might have told me this already, but obviously for everybody else to hear, when was the last time you dropped a project? Like a project like this,
a solo project?
Yeah,
well, because I did
never, right?
I did 2 mixtapes when I was in high school.
So this is your first legit actual project.
Oh yeah, where it's like I am who I am. I'm a mix engineer. I'm a producer.
He's a Swiss Army
Yeah,
knife.
like I do my videos. I edit. Like I know how to articulate the sounds I want. I know how to compress and EQ all your vocals in parallel and run everything through. Make sure we're in key. Run these 100-track sessions. I'm a monster now.
He's throwing the plug. He's throwing the plug for you production.
It's for you, yeah. For you. It's all for you.
Yeah, for you.
Even if you're looking in the mirror, that's just for you.
The damn lie.
That fool leaves me on red.
Jesus.
I was not in key.
All right, boss. So the release date, man. We kind of slid it in there subtly, but hit him with it.
April 22nd, man. April 22nd, 2022. This thing's going to be everywhere. YouTube, streaming services, you know, Spotify, iTunes.
You're going to have videos dropping.
There's going to be videos. There's
things attached.
Yeah, so I'm going to be milking this thing for a while. And I don't want to say like milking it like it's a bad thing, because it's like it's a great body of work. So I'm passionate about it. So I'm going to be pushing this passion for a while.
Yeah, and as you should, because I mean, you never know like when you're going to decide to do another one. I mean, it could be sooner rather than later.
Right.
Or it could be later.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
and I already have music that I feel comfortable dropping after this too, so I'm in no like real like weird place where it's like, all right, I need to get onto making new music so I have something to follow up. Like, I got an arsenal chilling.
Were you serious about dropping on the same day?
No. He's like, because I will.
I was like, no, I wasn't. I'm like,
no, I was just joking.
Okay.
I mean, we could. Are you ready?
No, I'm definitely not.
You can't be ready by then, can you?
No.
I'm not saying it's like challenge you, but I just know how you are.
No, I wanted to put more effort in.
I believe, as you should.
I wanted a whole theme and everything with it. So.
Good, absolutely.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, because I know you're getting ready to drop your project too.
Two emotionals.
I don't know when.
Well, because two
emotionals.
I need suits and like I want photos from everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like
trying to get the promo on the back end.
I want to at least like have something with everybody around to like get this up, because the sounds between this project and like the one I'm working on is like so different.
Right.
I was like, just let him have his space. I'm not gonna like try to rush it in there.
Right, like squeeze it in.
It's so different.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate that for letting me shine, because you would have shut down the city and I would have been left in the dust.
I'm hoping that people hate this. I'm hoping.
It'll give you a fighting chance.
Listen.
No, hate my project. Not people.
I mean, listen. I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not just saying it. People are gonna love this project. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fire.
People are gonna love this project. People aren't gonna love my project.
They're gonna love yours.
Listen, everybody. Listen, Stu always says this about his project. They're gonna hate it, but then people just end up loving the fuck out of it.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
Stu, when's that next one?
Praise wasted. Okay.
I'm really going out of my way to make this like so far out from what everybody's doing.
But I'm actually I'm excited to hear more about that project, Stu, because I mean I know you've been teasing, you've been dropping it. Is Left Hand gonna be on that project?
No, Left Hand was a thing where it's like.
You just made it.
No, because the emotional damage was so like cutesy and like lovey and all that stuff, and I'm like, I needed a song to just get away from that. So Left Hand's like all about like making money and bitches and all that stuff.
Okay, so you're saying your project was going to the right, and you just said, you know what, for a minute, I'm gonna take it to the left.
When I get too deep into stuff, like even if I like let's say I'll go hard and dark, and I'm like, I need to make something light and cutesy.
Yeah.
That like I just have like I need.
Yeah, you need
if I
that
spend
duality.
too much time in one spot, I need to jump to another thing.
No, I totally understand.
Hey,
that.
I get it, man.
totally
I totally
understand
fucking get it. Trust
Yep.
me, I get you, man.
Like if I'm in a hardcore like cop shooter movie and I gotta go to like a rom com.
Make some sad stuff afterward. No, I'm the same way. That's probably why Emotional Warfare took so long to make too.
Yeah.
Because I had to fucking do some hard stuff.
So
in between that.
what was that, like 2 years before? Like,
2 years solidly of recording. You know, playing guitar for 5, something like that. You know, trying to piece it all together for all makes sense.
Well, man,
Let's
again,
make
congrats
Thank you, bro.
on the soon to release Emotional Warfare.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's-
Thank you.
I've only heard 2 songs.
An amazing
but
project. maybe Stu can listen to some of it right now while we clean up.
Yeah.
But
the effort that you have put in to just try to like push yourself
Mhm.
compared to all your singles that you put out has been like astounding because I
Right.
feel like
Thank you.
from the first time we met to now is like you're like 1,000 light years ahead.
yeah, you
I was
you're-
just a
you're-
boy when we
You're just
met.
a boy.
I was just a
walking
little
in.
Yeah,
boy.
you were a young Saiyan, with your tail. You
Yeah.
got to cut off, and then all of a sudden you turn Super Saiyan
I
2.
ain't green no more.
You got that whole city wrapped around. You got your own
We're out here
production
killing
company.
Yeah, you got your own production company. You got
You're
your
doing this
project
full
company.
time, man.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
business on the regular.
Yes.
People love you.
Yeah,
You're
appreciate
taking
it.
advantage of
Everybody-
children.
Stop, shot,
everybody-
stop.
Taking
everybody
advantage
just
of
talks all
children
that
to
good
promote
shit.
yourself.
Breaker's killing it. His video's coming soon too.
You save children. I mean, it's crazy. You're like
What-
Superman out here, bro.
Yeah.
When am I and Breaker gonna get that video now?
Yeah, we need to talk about that too because that's definitely wants to be in the works.
No, but for real, man. I'm again
So the
super
white
proud
people
of
could
you.
love me.
Yeah, any super proud of you. Project's gonna go crazy. Any
bro.
last words you want to say to the peeps about about your project? What you want them to look
Or anything
forward
else,
to?
your services. I know we didn't really talk about it, but
Yeah, and then obviously for you, this is the last time we had you on the podcast.
If you need any music videos shot, if you need any music recorded, photos,
me and
whatever,
John.
come to any 3 of us on the table. Pick your
Yeah,
whatever
true.
one
Yeah.
looks best for your
Yeah, I mean, we
piecing,
all-
whatever
Yeah,
matches your vibe.
Yeah, we all got a different vibe.
Yeah.
If
Pick
we
your
match
poison.
vibe, we're there.
But last word, bro. Honestly, it's just I appreciate the hell out of you guys. This project was like very fun to make and vulnerable and stressful, and I think being vulnerable and like presenting it to the world like that, I think is like hella. It is very noble,
Mm-hmm.
So I am stoked because I'm a very introverted person to be able to like share this part of me, because I feel like I'm a very like consistent as far as just like surface face, like everything's smooth. I'm consistent with that. Not many things really phase me. So
Except for that phone.
yeah, except for that phone. I have my weak points, but so this is like a good, I think like a small peep into that inside because every like emotion that it may spark inside you, that was genuinely how I was feeling inside.
Yeah, and I know for me, it's like when I make a project, it's like the most stressful thing, but I love doing it because it's like climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
And you just bring a lot of techniques along with you that you try to push to the extreme on it. And,
Yeah, I learned so much, whether it's recording, mixing, video, meeting people. Yeah, there's so much.
how satisfied you? Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna hate the promo part. That's the part.
That's
why
the worst part.
That's why I never want to release it. I'm like,
That's the worst
I gotta
part.
promote it.
Music's been done for a minute.
Sometimes you just want to drop it and leave.
Yeah, but at the same time, but if you do that, you're just doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
You can't do
I'm not
it
doing myself
unless
a
you
disservice.
like really just like don't give a fuck about it. But it's like I feel so genuinely like emotionally attached to all these songs. That's like that's why like when I push these, I'm gonna push them each, and like you're gonna see once this drops, I'm gonna push each song like a single.
Yeah.
Like the way I'm promoting it, all that. Each one is gonna get its own highlight and its own moment and its own
month.
It damn near, yeah, essentially, where it's like it has this where I'm giving promo, I'm talking about it like this, but I'll even go more in depth. Who knows? Maybe give you guys a beat breakdown video, like live session. Like I just have all these like random other things like instilled for like each song that is like different but still like captivating.
I mean, again, just hearing like all that stuff. Like again, like for me as a videographer, like I'm finally like starting on a lot of like my personal projects, and just hearing that shit inspires me like to build that body of work and just drop something just physical like that.
Right.
And
Hey, thank you,
Hypes
bro.
me up, bro.
That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Thank you. And,
Y'all keep me inspired.
Hey,
so.
hey, man, you've heard already like one of my personal projects already.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're for it
The
too. So
coolest shit ever. So original. Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
even.
fucking-
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're friends, dude. You're out of the loop. You
I've just seen him more recently.
I brought y'all together.
I know. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
No, it's just again. I mean, honestly, ever since he was, he
I'm
got
the glue,
ever since he got into the inner club, I just see him more frequently.
Yeah,
now.
we're
so it's just
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's just
Kissing now?
been dope.
Yeah, we're coworkers. Yeah, we shop together.
Yeah. We honestly, this is a point where like we get hit up at the same time by like similar people.
Yeah,
It's kind of insane.
It's great.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Thank you, bro.
But,
I appreciate
no,
you
I'm
guys
getting
so
a camera
much.
too. So
No, exactly. I mean,
You can come. You can come to dinner.
Pop up.
You can come to dinner.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah, it's gonna be better. No, but it's again, like I said, project's gonna be dope.
Thank you.
But yeah, you said what you want to say.
Yeah, shout out
plug-
everyone. Shout out everyone that watches. Shout out you guys. Shout out Jimmy Teflon on Wax.
Plugged in is for you.
For you, yep.
It's just fucking
I
great,
don't know,
man. But yeah, dude.
Do we want to end with a piece of knowledge you want to give out after working on this project?
The biggest thing I took away from this project maybe would be
Life or anything? How does this affect you?
Relationship thing. Like maybe is this like taking that.
You just
wall
never
that
want to do
makes-
relationships anymore. You're like, I'm satisfied.
No, honestly, it's like I like to get hurt now because I know it's going to make for great music later. Is that
That's
toxic? Yeah, absolutely.
That's why my music fell off.
So I need to be careful with that. No,
No more
I
pain,
just-
now it's joy.
Bro,
just
I
live your life, bro. Go through experiences. Let the music come to
Hey,
you.
man, you know what?
I think that's the most important thing
joy
with
can make some
creating
good music
projects.
too, but pain really does.
There's something about it, right?
Pain just fuels something.
Yeah,
different. Like it's like rage and it's
Yeah,
cool.
my favorite songs are sad songs, so it's like,
me too.
You
Me
know,
too.
it only makes sense. So, but yeah, I think it's just live your life. Like for making music, let it come to you. You got to have experiences to have things to talk about and genuine things. So I think that's an important aspect of going about and making music. People think that you can lock yourself in a room for a year and not talk to anybody and do anything is going to make for great music, but
Depends. if the couple years prior was filled with emotions,
no,
then you
100%.
can sit.
Exactly. That's the fine line with it. But if you're just
Bo Burnham did that.
Yeah, 100%. That shit like that, definitely. But he had those experiences.
Yeah, you
leading
gotta
up.
live.
So live your life. Go do stuff before live your life before you grab a mic, quote unquote.
Oh shit, that was good. Live your life before you grab a
On
mic.
wax.
On wax.
See, that's an on
Yeah,
wax.
that was good. That was.
Finally, it just took me
that's-
2 hours.
All that other shit was bull.
and it usually comes towards the end. Everybody just hits that hard thing at the end, man.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Boz. Well, dude, again, I just want to say thank you for coming on, bro.
Love you,
Thank
Boz.
I love you guys.
Again, this was our 1 year anniversary episode. It was a special occasion.
April Fools,
we
like,
it was an
come
April Fool's
on.
thing. I know it's crazy. We changed the setup just for this occasion. A different group of 3 people talking today. No Jimmy.
No, Jimmy.
Happy
next
birthday to
time.
Jimmy.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to Jimbo.
It's his birthday on the 3rd because he keeps telling me about it.
He hasn't told me about his birthday.
Shit.
Well, I mean, it's
Because he wants to get fucked up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't roll like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So when Jimmy sees us, happy birthday.
On the 3rd.
Oh yeah. So happy birthday on the 3rd.
On the 3rd.
So
happy
is Tommy's.
early birthday. Oh,
And
Tommy's
my
birthday?
sister's birthday is on the 4th.
Oh Jesus.
Slow down, you bunch of Aries season, bro.
Yeah,
Chill.
man.
Y'all are fired.
Y'all growing up too quick. Y'all gotta stop.
Bobby's birthday's today.
Shut up. No, it's not.
April Fools.
This is Bozzy's special day. April Fools.
Okay, and Blueprint.
Just want to say one more thing. Again, just one more time. Thank you again. We
Thank
appreciate y'all. This is Bozzy. This is Stu. This is John.
Blueprint.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's mine.